Hi and welcome back to my channel. So I'm just like to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed to my channel over the last week or so. My last video, can't remember when my last video was, but I have been what shall I say, I have had a week off of work because I had got bitten by something at work, I think, on Friday of last week, and then Saturday I was up the hospital because my arm was really sore, and I had to been given antibiotics and antihistamines and everything like that. So this picture here I'm showing you was the Saturday when I come out of work. This was when I got home from the hospital. As you can see, where it's really red. And this one was how it looked like a couple of days afterwards. And it's starting to heal now, so the blister's still there, but the redness has gone, so the infection is under control now. And I was given antibiotics, and as I say, the antibiotics, they did not really agree with me, so they have made me a little bit poorly, but I've had to take the antibiotics to clear the infection up, because the infection had got into my blood. Yeah, so the antibiotics had sort of like had a knock-on effect. But anyway, I am feeling a lot better now. So yeah, back on to making cards again now. So right, so it's been over a week since I've done card making. I've been having a little play around, but I'm going to come back in with the Hunkydory Humour and the Happy Day of Birth. I've already played with one this morning, it didn't go very well, so I'm going to see if this one's going to work out doing it on screen. So here we go. So I've got this card style here. So this card stock was, can't remember now, it's been a while since I prepped these, but they still work out at 6 by 6. So I've cut them down, and then it turns out to be a 6 by 6 from that bit, from the join or the turn. So from this bit here, oops, so from this bit here all the way back is 5, and then that one 6, then 7, then 8. So if you do it at 9, cut it 6 by 9, then you'll have so that you can fold this bit over so you get step with it. And then this bit here, the bit that I'm going to use on the top, is probably 7 by 3, and then you score at 1, and then I'll turn it around and score at 1 and then score at 2. That's just the easy way for me to remember how I did that one. So with this one I have got, what one am I going to do? I'm going to try and do the array time for your obligatory annual card from me. So I'm going to try that one and see how we go. I'm trying to make some different card sizes, but sometimes trying to do different card sizes, they always end up going wrong, and then I end up not doing a different size. So I'm just going to trim this down to, I think it's 2 notches under the 5. This is the bit that I struggle with, is the measurements really. So here's that card, I think that's the right one. So I'm just going to undo that there. So we need it 2 notches under the 6, which I've done, and then we need it that way around. We need it 2 notches under the 5, I think. No, still not done it right. See what I mean? My brain hurts today. So that's 4, not 5, you numpty. Right, let's try again. That's not going to be big enough now. Cut that bit down too much. Oh dear. See, first trial and error. Okay, come on Anita, you've got this. So, 2 notches under the 6 for the width, right? And then 2 notches under the 4. Second time lucky maybe? Yes. No, it's still too big. Why are you too big? Okay, maybe this is not the card I had in my hand a minute ago. Haha, there you are. You're probably still too big now, aren't you? Yeah. Because you're 4, not... I told you 4, didn't I? Oh no, 2 notches under the 5 I did. 2 notches under the 4. Okay. See, I told you. And I do think different size cards, they don't work out. So right. 2 notches under the 6 that way. And then 2 notches under the 4 that way. Okay. So this one is... I might have to use my... I don't really like... Don't get me wrong, I like this trimmer. Not trimmer. I like this... board. But sometimes... So you are... Let's see what size you are. So you're 4 inches by 3. So now I need a bit. That's 4 by 3. So 3 that way. 2 notches under the 3 by 2 notches under the 4, and then that should give me the bit for the middle of that one. So now I need one that is 2 notches under the 1 by 2 notches under the 6, which I think you are, to go there. Then I need another bit, 2 notches under the 1, hope you don't move. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a tickly throat, but that one should be alright. That's to go on the top bit. And then this one, trying to remember if I need, let me just pull this in for a second. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to go that way with it, no, that way. And then that folds under like that, so that gives you that bridge, like so, when it's together. And then you can go across there, all the way across, or you can go underneath that one, then do 2 separate bits for that bit if you wanted to. But I'm going to try and do mine so that when this goes on, this bit sits flush here, and then the whole bit of this goes along like so, and then the bit underneath there, which I'll have to try and tuck in, and then that bit's that bit is the top bit, so I need all of that. And then for this one I'm going to come in with, oh Jesus, I'm going to come in with the purple pattern, and then I've got a creamy one, purple plain rather. So I'm going to come in with this one. This one is going to go, I think, on the top. So, things in the way. So I need to go 4 notches. No, I'm going to do it 4 notches under the 3 to start with. That way. And then 4 notches under the 4. So that'll give me the bit that I need for that, like so. That's that bit. And then what I need is the purple, so I need to take this one down to open this up. So I need 4 notches under the one. I need one. I need 2 of them. And then they need to be 4 notches under the 6. 2 of them. I've got an itchy back. And then this one the same. 2 notches under the 6. 4 notches under the 6. So that's them 2 bits. And then I need one for the inside of the card, which is going to be, excuse me a minute, I have really got an itch. God, that's better. 2 notches, no, 4 notches under the 4. I'm hoping I'm doing this bit right. By 4 notches under the 6. Just bring it in my gold mirror to see if that's okay on there. Here it is. And then that bit there is going across there. And I've lost my other bit of gold, which I've just trimmed off as well. Oh, Jesus. Got a really itchy back. Right, so that's that bit. That's that bit. That is that one. Okay, now where's my other one? Did I not do another gold one? Okay, maybe I didn't. Got some scrappy bits here. I'm going to try. I'm sure I did a gold one a minute ago. Maybe I didn't. If I did, I've lost it. So I'll do that again. 2 notches under the 1. And then 2 notches under the 6. And throw that little bit in the bin. We don't use them. I don't keep them. So that's all the cutting, I think, for this one. Oh, there it is. See, I knew I'd done another one. Nice cup of coffee. Okay, let's start assembling. A bit of ribbon out of the way. Don't know where that come from. It's probably from something that I was doing earlier on when I made the card. It went wrong, so hopefully this one will go right. So, coming in with my all-purpose glue, and then with the tacky glue on there, bring this in. Oops. So, I have had a delivery, but I haven't done a video on the delivery that I got because it came on a day when I'm like been working, and I just come home and put it all away. Yeah, I've got the free members gift card collection or kit that they've done. So got that the other day, free members gift, and not played with that yet. And what else did I get with that? Can't remember. Oh, they had new insert books out as well, you know, insert pads for him and for her, in the gold and in the silver, so I got both of them as well. And then some gems for the gents. What else did I get? Brought the finger daubers for my inks, which I've not even used yet. What else did I get? Got quite a bit. The thing with Hunkydory stuff is they do such nice. The stuff is so good quality, and it's, you know, excellent. What they do when you watch their channel, like me, I watch their channel not every day, but I catch up over, you know, the course of the week or whatever, depending on what I'm doing, and then I'll sit and watch the ones I haven't watched. Most of the time the only one I do get to watch from the beginning or live is the Monday one, and you know, and when I'm on holiday I tend to watch more then, it depends. Or, you know, so I've been yeah, watching some of that and trying to think what else I ordered that I got. Oh, I got the what is it called? The new flower one that they did a little while ago, just a few weeks back, or a week or so ago. Got that one. In Full Bloom, that's what it's called. Got that one. And yeah. So I have been, you know, busy watching, catching up with them. Just going to get some of my red liner tape to stick these on. If I can find the end of this one. So I'm going to come over, turn that one over so I can put that on the underside and not on the top. Put a bit there, and scissors to cut it off. Put another bit on the top bit here. Yeah, so I already got the other in Full Bloom that they did a little while ago. Or last year, whenever that was. I think it was last year where they did the In Full Bloom one again that I got. I wasn't going to get it, to be fair, but then I thought it's really pretty because it's got some flowers on there. I can't remember what the flowers were now without getting the kit out and having a look, but I'm not going to do that at the moment. You'll see that when I come in with that. Although I don't really do them on video because it's decoupage, so I don't really, or decollage, sorry. I don't tend to do that on videos so much because they're so long-winded. Putting foam pads on and then, you know, you've got to layer them all up. So I tend not to do the decollage ones on the YouTube channel. I know some of you probably would like to see the decollage ones and what I do with them, but me personally, I don't think that a lot of people would be interested in, you know, like watching a lot of that. I'm just going to put this one like butt close on there so that then I can put this front bit on. I mean, I don't find, well, they're not boring, it's just, they're just time consuming. So sometimes I put if I do them on video, I tend to put the foam pads on and all that before I go on to video, so that if I'm sitting there peeling backs off of foam pads, you're not sitting there watching me putting all these foam pads on and then sitting there peeling them all off and you know, and boring you that way. Because when I'm doing things like that, that's when I sort of like tend to waffle. So I'm just putting this red liner tape onto the top bit of this card so that I can fix this to the card front. I've seen these cards done so many different ways. Like you get a 6x6 card or 6x6 card or 6x12 to start off with, and then you burnish it all down, you know, score it, burnish it, and then you do the little step bit at the front there, or the box as I call it, and add that onto the front of the 6x6 card. So when you've scored the card down the middle, so you've got 6x12, right, and then you score down the 6-inch mark then you burnish that down, then you get a bit of card that's, I don't know, like, so to make a box front you'll need at least, so you have to burnish it at 1, score at 1, score at 2, score at 3, score at 4, so that you can fold it all over. So you end up with a box front like that. So you score 1, score 2, score 3, score 4, and then you should end up being able to, so you've got a little bit of overlap so that you can actually score the whole thing, and then you can adhere it to your card front. So I'm just putting this on here, so this one might not stand up on its own, so it might need, I might have to put it onto like a 6x6 card because it's not going to stand up on its own. So that's the other thing that I've been thinking of, see, you know, lately, excuse me, with doing things like this, because it's alright doing it like this, it will fold flat to go in a 6x6. That I think makes it a little bit bigger than a 6x6. Let me just have a look on here. So that folding that way is actually a 6x6 piece of card, so I could get another bit of card and put that on there. It will make it weighty for, you know, postage and stuff like that, but at the same time, you know, people do like big cards, and you can put it in a box envelope if you want. If you're just handing it to somebody, it's easy enough just to put it in a normal envelope, although sometimes in 6x6 envelopes are not quite big enough. That one's too big, isn't it? There's 2 notches under the 3 I need. So for this one I'm going to put a bit of card stock onto the top of this one, just to take away the plainness of the plain card on there. So now I need another one that's 4 notches under the 1, and then it has to be 4 notches under the 3. So that bit is going to go, that bit is going to go onto that bit. Ow, that was my finger. Just caught it on a corner of a plastic wallet thing. I mean, my craft room is like chock-a-block at the moment. It's not messy, it's tidy-ish, from where got so much crafting stuff and that, and only a small, like, small craft room. Would love to have a massive craft room so I could put all my stuff that I use, you know, every day or every time I'm crafting to hand, instead of having it here, there and everywhere. Well, not here, there and everywhere, but I've got like 3 craft trolleys in here, and they're all by the side of me, more or less. So I have one Hunkydory one, because I just had to get the Hunkydory one because it's being purple and that's my favourite colour. Yeah, so I've got one Hunkydory one, I've got one that I got from Hobbycraft, and then I've got one that I got from the Works. So they're both in here, all 3 of them are in here. The Hunkydory one is to the left of me, and my Hobbycraft one is to the right of me, and then my Works one is sort of like behind me to the right as well. So here we have this one. So this is how it's looking at the moment. So from the angle, so it's what I call a box front pop out, I don't know, box front pop up, box front pop out. And if you really wanted to, you can go in there and decorate that one so that when it's standing up you don't see the white. So I might do that actually. I don't normally, but I think I will on this occasion, because I think, oops, as I think that a card that's not showing any white looks really good on the inside. When you know, when you're doing a card for somebody, you don't want it, you don't want to see the white bits on some of them. So I'm just going to trim that one down. That should already be 1 or 2 notches under the one. Let's have a look. Yeah, so that's 2 notches under the one already. And then I've got a little bit of purple here. So 4 notches under the one. Oops. And then I'll turn that over and then do 4 notches under the 3. So this is where it gets a little bit trickster, because if you're doing a card like this one and you've got a burnish, you've got to cut all the bits to go on the inside, then this is where things can go wrong, because you put the all-purpose glue on, the tacky glue as well on the corners, just so you've got a bit of wriggle room to move it around on here. But while you're doing that, and you go on to the next bit, so let's just make sure that's okay. I'll leave that to dry for a second or two, and then I'm going to grab my topper sheet. As I said, I'm coming in with this Array Time for Your Obligation annual card from me, and then this is going to come onto, this is going to come onto here, but it's just going to sit over a slight, you know, like a little bit over that bit there, so you can see that lovely pattern underneath. I'll just get my tray of foam pads, couldn't think what they were called, and make sure, so it needs to be on this side, stick them onto there. Bring that on, just have a look to see. I could have gone that way, but I think I'm going to come over a little bit. Might put it there actually. Yep, that's going to go there. Just going to peel these backings off, but before I put this on, to make it a little bit easier, and hopefully I can go in and stick this bit down that I have done to go inside there. So just a little bit of all-purpose down the middle, just a teeny weeny bit of tacky, whoops, a bit too much, a bit of tacky in them 4 corners, and then I'm going to bring this in and just slide it underneath. So then that will look, I'm going to try and lift it up without it sliding too much and see if you can see. So it's just underneath there like that, leaving a little bit of white edge. Okay, so now for the topper. So I'm going to bring that in to about there. Looks about straight. So I know it's not going to stand up because it needs to go on a 6x6 card blank. And then I don't know what else I've got on here. The topper trimmer. It's sweet that birthdays are still a thing at your age. So I'm going to come in with that now. I'm going to grab a foam pad strip. These foam pad strips were, well, not strips, they were an A6 size, I think they called, and then I've cut them down into strips. So they come in an A4, A6 style, and then I've cut them down into strips. I think I just said that, didn't I? I'm repeating myself. Right, so now we're going to come in here. I could have gone in with a bit of ribbon if I'd thought about it a bit longer. Just going to put this here, I think, at the front. I don't have any. So that is how it's looking. Some of them do stand up on their own, but others don't. But that is how it's looking. I mean, you can do it so you've got a, so it's like a frame. So it'll stand up like that, and you have a bit of cardboard or a bit of card that's behind here that acts as a frame, stand rather. But I have not mastered that bit yet. I'm doing the stands for these type of cards. That was my theory behind doing this style of card, was that I was going to turn it into like a framed or frame card, but it doesn't really work. Sorry, just having a bit of a drink of my coffee again. So I'm going to come in with some gold gems on this one. Oh, booger, booger, booger. Booger, booger, booger. Knocked them all out of the tray. Oh well. It's alright, we'll just go with the ones that tipped out then. I don't care. Let's pick one of them up. There we go. One on there, one on there. Because I've got butterfingers today. Let's try and turn you over. And I can use you free on this. There we go. Oh, excuse me. And then we can go one there. So put 3 down this side. Oops, glue one over. So we've got a larger one, medium, and a smaller one. Now I've got to try and get all these back in there without tipping them all over the place. See, that's what happens when you tip them out. I need a couple more actually. From the other corner, this side. So I need to try and get 2 of the same, which I think there's one there, if I can get them to flip. Okay, I don't know if I've got another one that size. I think that's it. No, it's slightly bigger. Sometimes I can't tell the difference between these gems. They all look this. Some of them are really tiny and other ones are really, really big. Oops, just flicked some off. Oh dear. Can you see I'm getting in a right old mess today? And these gems everywhere. Oh well, I'm going to have to give a brush. Got one that's landed on my card somewhere. Little tiny one. There we go. So actually, because this has gone wrong, lucky enough this glue does dry clear, so that's a good thing. So that is that one done. Nothing really fancy about that. It's just a card that I see, and this ain't working very well. Okay, let's put you in there. That's it, done. Right, so that's card number 1, and I'll be back with card number 2. Okay, so I'm back. So this one I'm going to do a step card, if I can remember how to do it. No, not that one. This one. So I need to do that, turn that around, put that on there, go up to the 1, from the 1 mark down to the 7 notch on there, take it out, flip it over that way, back onto the 1, and then down from the 7 to the 1. And then take it off of there because I don't need the trimmer at the moment. Now I need the scoreboard. So bring in the scoreboard, and I've got the big scoreboard. So on this one you need to score at 1, at 2, at 7 all the way across, and then at 6 just across that middle bit, and then flip it over and score at 1 and 2, and that is it for that one. And then this is the bit where I always end up going wrong. Fold it across there. It's getting these scores in here that I always struggle with. Getting the card to bend the way you need it to bend. So let's score that down for a minute. Score that down. Bring that one in and score that down. And I've done it wrong. See what I mean? Back to front. This is what I did on the last one I did, so I'm going to turn it over the right way and score it this way now. So you could say I had my stepper card scored in the wrong, scored in the wrong place, scored in the right place, but it's just when I was doing it I had it that way around, so it wasn't turning the right way. So that's the only bit that I struggle with. Getting the cuts and the scores in the right place is easy enough, it's just getting them that way, sorting them out. Right, so bring my trim back in because I need to cut down some gold mirroring. Sorry about that, my phone just pinged, but I'll wait for a reply. So cut that, just 2 notches under the 1. I'm not sure if this is big enough, to be honest. Yeah, so you need a bit, 2 notches under the 1 by 2 notches under the 6 to go that way. And then this one you need it 2 notches under the 1 again, which it is, by 2 notches under the 5. And then that goes into there. And then I need another bit exactly the same width as that. I don't know if this is going to be big enough. I'm trying to use up some scrappy bits that I've got left over from doing other cards. So 2 notches under the 1. By then 2 notches under the 5. And that should be enough to go on that side. I don't know if this bit's going to be big enough. Sort out some of these scrappy bits soon, I think. This bit might be big enough. Yep. So that is 2 notches under 4. And I think it's 2 notches under 5. Yep, that bit goes there, that bit goes there. And I'm coming in with the Save Me Some Cake one. So I need this bit. And I need this brown bit. So this is going to be for the top and the bottom. So now I need to go 4 notches under the 1. I need to do that 3 times. So you've got a bit for each side and then a bit for the bottom, sorry. And then one bit needs to be 4 notches under the 6. 4 notches under the 5. 5. By, same with this one, 4 notches under the 5. Oops. And then this bit needs to be, I'm trying to turn this around so I can get this cake on. So it needs to be 4 notches under 4, that way, by 4 notches under the 5. Yep, 4 notches under the 5, that way. And then that bit's going to go onto there. Bear with while I just reply to this message. Okay, I'm sorry about that. So, I've just done all my trims and trimmings. So, I'm not sure how many of you have got the paper crimper, but I have got the paper crimper, or whatever you want to call this, crimper. So all I'm going to do with this is put in these little brown bits, I think, just to give it a little bit of dimension, hopefully. There we go. And the same again with the other bits on the side. Just doing it to the brown bits. I meant to do that so it went through twice. Give it a bit of dimension. Okay, so then that is that bit. And then we're going to adhere all of this together. So I'm going to stick that down so that all-purpose glue and tacky glue as normal. So just the all-purpose glue right down the middle, and then the tacky glue on the 4 corners, like so. Have I done that wrong? Oh, I know why. Because I've crimped it, that's why. That's okay. We can work with that. Just have a bit more gold edge. I was forgetting that because I was crimping it, that it's going to come up shorter than what space is. So if you're going to crimp it, or you've got a crimper, just remember to cut it a little bit bigger, maybe ½ an inch bigger, but it's fine. Sticking that one down there. Oops. That's my bad, my mistake. So all purpose down the middle on the back there. And on the edges again. So I always find it easier when I'm doing this style of card to open the card out to put these bits on, because then you can see where you need to go with it. Bit of tacky on that one. I think I missed the tacky off the other one. So it's not that I'm cut it wrong, these chocolate brown strips, it's just that because I crimped it, the crimping makes it a little bit, goes a little bit shorter, because obviously all the crimping in it. But it's not a problem. I could have took that off and redone it if I really wanted to, but you know, I just got glue on my face because I wiped my hands. I wish I could find a chair that supports my back when I'm sitting here making cards, because my back hurts all the time sitting on these chairs. And it's a computer chair, it's not, you know, dining table chair, it's a proper computer chair, but it's just so uncomfortable on my back. So then we have that bit like that. So like I say, if you want that bit to look a bit more better, you can do it a little bit extra if you want. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take that, whoops, give up cake, cake me up rather, not give me up, cake me up. Somebody wants caking up. Okay, foam pads. Let's take some of these from the A6 sheets that I have. Put one there. Put one there, just down the centre. Peel them off. And you can put glue onto the back of these if you need a little bit of wriggle room. Could have put a ribbon on there, something like that, but I'm just going to come in with that like that. Do you know what, my back is really hurting, guys. Anyway, put this one on next, the sentiment, if I can get it to peel off. And then I don't know whether to go centre there, probably will do. Cake me up, that's how that's going to look. The thing is with this one, it doesn't stand up on this top because it's not, because of it being glass, it just slides. What shall I do now? I've got these in a, I think it was a party bag from Anne-Marie's 40th, sorry, oops, nearly made her older. Slap me. I'm going to put some of these on here, I think. Yeah. So, where's my scissors? Okay, 5, 6, 7, just so I can get it right. Just to cover up that little bit of mistake that I made on there more than anything. So there's that bit, and there's that. There we go. So as I say, this is the first time I've actually used these, so I don't know whether I want to put any more on there though. I think I'm just going to leave that like that, to be honest. I could put some gold gems on there, but I think I'm just going to leave that as is. So let me bring in my other card, which needs to be mounted onto another card blank. So there's two styles of card there. Give me up some cake. I'm still trying to be a bit mindful of my arm because it's still a bit stingy until the blister actually heals properly. Which I'm hoping over the next couple of days that it'll heal properly. Too scared to leave it uncovered when I'm in bed, in case I catch it on something, because I know what I'm like, and calamity after all, hence my channel name. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and as I say, thank you for your support and all your messages. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but as you're all aware, I do have a full-time job, so it is hard for me to get into doing card making all the time, because now and again I do need to have a break from it, or something comes up like an illness or something like that. And some of you already know that I'm under the doctor at the moment for high blood pressure, so I'm monitoring that again. I'm on blood pressure tablets now, so I have to take one of them every morning. Try not to forget as well, that's the thing, so I'm not used to taking like medication every day. So yeah, so any of you newbies out there, please hit like and please do subscribe. I do really appreciate you all. I just wished I could do more and be more what's it called, active with my card making, but unfortunately full-time jobs and all that do get in the way of hobbies. So yeah, anyway guys, that's it for now. So until next time, take care everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.